So what were some of the other experiences that you had? Like, so you had the acid, you did the ayahuasca.
I would say, the uh, like the DMT, especially the 5-MAO kind of synthetic DMT.
What is that what 5-MeO is?
Well, I think so. I mean, there's DMT like from the plant root kind of thing, but then there's also that kind of DMT that frogs excrete, certain types of frogs, like in the Amazon,
Yeah.
and that is super super powerful hallucinogenic. But yet, a lot of people realize it's kind of mean to be keeping frogs and harvesting them for that. So they've been able to synthetically create the exact same structure, right? And that's what
It's a chemical we
synthetic.
have in our brain.
Yeah, yeah, because I mean, our body neutralizes it very quickly because we do create some of that, and so that is a fascinating drug. Yeah, I think because it only lasts like 10 minutes. I mean, it's not like 10 minutes and then you're like feeling weird for the next 2 hours or something like that when you're kind of coming off of a psilocybin or LSD or whatever. I mean, it's like after 10, 15 minutes, you feel the same as you did before. I mean, you're fine, kind of thing.
It's
So
your
it's,
back like
yeah,
that, right?
yeah, so it's nice because it's not like, okay, how do I find freaking 8 hours, right? To do this kind of experience. And and then halfway through, you're like, I just wanted this to be over. I'm done. Yeah. Type of thing. But that was, very different. I mean, it was so intense and so sudden that you just shook. It felt like almost like the analogy of being strapped to the nose of a rocket ship and just fired into the sun and disintegrating. And that's what like happens to who you think you are within like before your head kind of hits the pelvis. It's like you're just gone, right? And at the same time, for me, I kept saying to myself ahead of time, my intention was don't resist, just let go and surrender to the experience. Because if I resist, I hold on to things, I'm going to be struggling in these different kinds of stages of half kind of breaking through or not. And it was just kind of like suddenly there was like no me. And it's like waking up almost again, like I am everything here going on. It's like you just shed this, you're not even aware of the body, the room, anything, right? And time, of course, just disappears. So even though it's a 10-minute thing, I mean, it seems like it can also be all of eternity at the same time. And it's very, very hard to conceptualize and articulate. But you are all of time and there is no time. And so it could be years, but it doesn't seem like years necessarily, because again, there's not this sense of flowing time. But it is a pretty radical awakening to just being pure consciousness and nothing else, if you're able to surrender into it. And so that was a very interesting and very time efficient experience.
Right. So I remember hearing a story on Joe Rogan one time. Joe Rogan was telling one of his guests that one of his buddies did
Yeah.
DMT one time. He was gone 15 minutes. He said he lived an entire lifetime. And when it was over and he was yanked back, he was traumatized because he had lived an entire lifetime and his attachment to his family and everything from that other lifetime
Mm.
traumatized him when he got back.